brushes, paper, and paints. So I'll start with the brushes. I've got a cheap kind of dollar store type brush here in the blue. This is my Princeton Aqua Elite brush. So we're going to demo the difference in brushes and also the difference in paints. I have again a cheaper paint in a blue, and I also have some Daniel Smith blue. And then I have some cheaper watercolor paper here and a cotton Arches paper, 140 pound cold press on the left side here. So I'm going to use the Princeton brush, the Daniel Smith paints, and the Arches paper on the left here. I'll use the cheaper brush, cheaper paint with the cheaper paper on this side. So first we'll start with the cheaper paint. So we're just going to lay it down on the paper. I'm not going to overwork it. And then we're going to go with the Daniel Smith and the Princeton brush. Let's lay that down on here. And we're going to let that dry now. Okay, so I've let it dry, and you can see now the difference. That's the cheaper paint and paper. And that's the Daniel Smith with the Princeton brush and Arches paper. So you can see just the quality. This is weak, it looks diluted, not a real pretty texture, and this just has a lot more interest. So my big tip would be, don't skimp on materials. I know it's tough to spend money, especially when you're starting off on materials, but the way I look at it, time is money. So, if you're spending 8 to 10 hours on a painting, extra $2-3 on the paper is probably worth it in the long run than to spend that kind of time on something with inferior materials and then realize that you don't want to keep it when you're done anyway. So you don't have to buy the best, and you don't have to buy like all of the colors. Let's say for the Daniel Smith watercolors, buy your primaries. The tubes last a long time, brushes last a long time. And like I say, it's worth the extra cost in materials. And I know I get a lot of people sometimes going, well, why does my painting look so not so well? And I'll take a look at it and realize that they used really cheap paper and cheap paints. So I guess that's my tip today. Spend what you can on the materials. Is worth the money. And until next time, happy painting.